Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I posted, but I was traveling and then I was sick and then I was sick again. Still currently sick actually, which is a great intro as to what this is going to be. So this is my everyday look when I am sick. It's very cream based. When I'm on antibiotics, I get very dehydrated. I feel like it just sucks everything out of you, the good, the bad, the germs, the ugly, all of it. So this is what I do to make myself look like I haven't been up coughing all night. First things first, we need to prime. We're taking this guy, which I don't think you can read on camera, but it is Urban Decay's Optical Illusion, and this is the baby size. I got it around Black Friday last year when I was ordering a Christmas gift for somebody because I needed to like spend, I don't know, $10 more for free shipping, and shipping was like $10, so it just made sense. So I got this guy, and I don't use it very often. I'm not big on like the silicone primer kind of thing, but when I'm sick, I'm usually not taking that good care of my skin. I'm more focused on sleep. I'm just trying to recuperate, so it's really good for masking the fact that I really haven't scrubbed my face down in like 3 days. So next is this guy, which is the Peach Light Strobe Cream. I put this specifically underneath my eyes just because the peachy toned aspect helps to negate any dark circles. It's kind of like color correcting, but when you combine it with something so glowy, it just makes it easier to bring a lot of light back to your skin versus like a thick, heavy color corrector. Then you put concealer on top of it, and it just on and on and on. So I take him, just like that much, between my hands, and just rub it under my eye. Next, I take my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, and I put it on my cheekbones, but I forgot to wet my sponge, so 1 second. So I take this, I love the packaging, I love the rose gold, and I go like that. I intentionally do this underneath my makeup, or, well, this is all makeup. I intentionally do this underneath my foundation because I feel like it builds your glow from within. I was watching this like Glossier video where it's like how to get that classic Glossier glow, you know, because everything they do is just so skin friendly, but like nobody's skin actually looks like that. And they start building their highlight from their moisturizer. Like they put extra moisturizer on their cheekbone and so on and so forth. And I thought that was really interesting. So it's something I started doing, is building the glow from like the first thing that I do. So when I'm sick, I lose a lot of color. I'm gaining a lot of it back because I'm on like on the mend of it, but I lose all color in my face. I get very pale. My immune system from like nothing. I have immune system with goldfish. So I like to do a cream blush underneath my makeup with a heavy hand before I put the foundation or anything on, because then it just peeks through the foundation and actually looks like I'm blushing and have some health to me when I'm really a diseased rat. My current favorite has been Glossier Cloud Paint in Dust. So I take a little bit like this, and then I mix it with the Dewdrops from Marc Jacob. And I do like that much together. I just love how it looks like it's from my actual skin. And I love the two together because anything I can do to add some sort of liveliness, and the rose gold highlighter mixed with this just looks like I'm actually blushing and happy versus sick and miserable. So let's do the other side. And remember, you want to be a little bit more heavy-handed with this because it's going underneath your foundation. So keep that in mind. So next, I really like CC creams when I'm sick because they're usually full of a little bit more nutrition. Like this one is full of such good stuff. IT Cosmetics is actually, IT stands for Innovative Technology. So they're, aside from being just a really good brand, they're really focused on doing the best they can and constantly pushing that limit and breaking that ceiling. So I just take it, 2 pumps. I don't need a lot, just trying to look alive. Then a little concealer. Even when I'm fighting a cold, I still don't like a lot of concealer just because, even though I need it, I don't like that cakey look, so I only take a little bit. What I take has to be super pigmented, so ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I'm in the shade Light Neutral 15. So just like that, a little bit. Do the same thing to the other eye. Not everything is completely masked, but it just doesn't look so bad. And then I set my foundation slash it's not really just foundation at this point. It's I set my blush, I set my highlighter, I set everything. And I do it with this guy, RCMA No Color Powder. I've gone through quite a bit. I'm down to like the last bit of it. It's not my favorite in the world because I am oily and I need something a little bit stronger, but it's really useful for when I just want to tone down the glow a little bit versus a lot of it. Because the whole point of this and the whole point of all the highlighters is to keep the glow because it makes you look dewy and fresh and nourished and hydrated. So I don't want to take that away. I like to do it in a pressing motion versus like a swirly motion because I feel like it just doesn't move anything that way. Now that that's done, we can move on to brows. Now brows for me are the same whether I'm sick or whether I'm not sick. It's Glossier Boy Brow in blonde, comb through my brows. Once in a while, but definitely not when I'm sick, I'll go through the process of like filling them in, creating an arch, but it doesn't fit my style, like really overdone, not overdone because they can look really natural on some people, but really intense sculpted brows. Like I don't do anything to my hair, I let it air dry. I usually have a pretty relaxed style, so to have really intensely groomed brows it's a juxtaposition, it's not flattering. I just take this and comb it through. One of the girls I went to high school with for like the 1 year I went to high school is actually a brand rep for Glossier now, and I was watching her video because you get like 20% off if you shop with her. I'll link it down below if you happen to stumble upon this. She said it best and she's like, I love Boy Brow because it meant I never had to do my brows again, and that's kind of how I feel about it. Like it's just such a good brow gel and so fibrous and so sculpting that it makes them just look so much better. Okay, so now that brows are done, onto the eyes, which in my opinion is is the most important part and the most influential part of doing your makeup when you're sick, because your eyes are the telltale sign that you are sick. They look tired, they look exhausted, really. Tired doesn't begin to cover it, but they just show that you are worn down physically, emotionally, in terms of your immune system. So I like to do anything I can to brighten them up and to make them look more awake and to intensify the blue because that distracts from everything else. Cream eyeshadow when you're sick is the best thing since sliced bread. Which, where did that saying even come from? I'm gonna look that up. I'll include it in the description box down below just because now I'm curious. So I'm gonna take RMS Beauty. This is their cream eyeshadow in Solar, which doesn't look like much in here, but let me tell you. Okay, it's made it's made from coconut oil. And RMS stands for Rosemary Swift, who is this huge makeup artist who got really, really sick because of all the crappy things that are in a lot of makeup. And she ended up going to the doctor, they were doing labs, and they asked her, noticing, I don't remember what her levels were high of, but they were like, oh, do you work in the cosmetics industry? And she was flabbergasted that there was such a clear correlation between the rise in whatever it was that was making her sick and the cosmetic industry. And that's when she kind of realized she needed to be a source for change, and it catalyzed her to make her own makeup brand. And not all of it's magic, but this is. I just like to use my finger. I think it's easier. You know what this stuff reminds me of? Think about your favorite bronze eyeshadow that's like pigmented and foiled, but that eyeshadow only works that way when you spray it with Fix Plus, and that's when like all the magic metallic comes out. It's like that, but it's already a cream, so you don't have to add Fix Plus. The best you can get without the extra step. That rhymed. I'm just gonna blend it out really quick. Just to have a little bit more definition, I'm taking this Julep Eyeshadow 101 in Orchid Shimmer. I just broke it. I literally just broke it. Well, I think that's enough to at least do the eye. So I just pile it up on the outer corner and then I blend it out with my finger. It doesn't bring a lot of definition, but just enough to show that there is some dimension to my eye. All right, we made it work, but like, there was, where'd it go? I literally broke this much off of it. And now it's cat hair on it, but it was good to me while it lasted. All right, so just taking a MAC pencil brush. This is, can't tell you because it's rubbed off, but it's the MAC pencil brush that everybody uses. Just gonna go in here, get some on that, and run under my lash line. And I like purple a lot better when I'm sick, even if it's like a dark plum tone shade, than any browns because it's more distracting. Like everybody puts brown underneath their eyes, and for good reason, it's gorgeous. But when you do purple, or it's sometimes blue, but usually purple, it's a nice jump into color without being too much, and you can notice a difference in somebody's eyes, but you don't look at them and go like, oh, you're wearing color, that looks weird for like the middle of the day or something like that. So it's a good in between. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna throw this out because now it's done. That's a shame. I really liked you. Now I'm gonna take a little bit more of Solar and pop it in the inner third, my lower lash line, just to brighten it up. Kind of mimic what we did on the top. Alright, so it depends upon how sick I am. I go back and forth between two eyeliners when I'm sick. If I'm like not on the mend, if I'm still going up the hill of how bad this is going to be, I'll use a nude eyeliner. Like this is the NYX Wonder Pencil. If I'm on the mend, I will go for the Marc Jacobs highliner in Orange Crush because it looks so good with blue eyes and it just really makes them pop. And again, that orange distracts from any like under eye issues. So because I'm on the mend, I'm going to go with this one. But if I wasn't, I would go with my Wonder Pencil. I'm just gonna pop that. I can't see. Hold on. Be right back. Okay, so I pop out my waterline because apparently I can't do that on camera. I tried to get all up in there and I wasn't getting all up in there. Next, we're gonna contour. We're gonna take Charlotte Tilbury's Film Star Bronze and Glow. Best bronzer on the planet. If you don't have it, you should. Just saying. And this is a Josie Maran double-ended brush. It doesn't have a name. I think I got it with like a QVC order once upon a time, and I didn't use it for the longest, but I'm in love with it for contouring now. Like a light contour, I take actually not even the sculpted end. I take this end and I just dunk it in. I don't know, it so softly defines your cheekbone. I love it for that more diffused kind of look. Gonna go into the forehead. Sometimes I'll go in with the Fenty Sangria Sunset shade from her new like Beach Please collection, the hot pink one. And I'll like lightly top that over my cheeks, very lightly, because it's really pigmented, but just enough to add like a little shimmer. No, I don't think I need it today. Save that for something else. All right, let's highlight. I'm gonna take Essence Pure Nude. And before I do that, I'm just gonna set my face so that way it goes on a little bit more intensely. Oh, and to set my face, I'm using Aroma Water from Lush. Not a setting spray, but it's full of roses. So it's really good for dealing with any irritated skin, which Mama has from blowing her nose every 10 freaking seconds. There's also lavender water, which is really good for balancing the skin. And since this is more of like a dewy look, it's going to help my skin from not producing so much oil. So I'm just gonna go like this. Down the side of the nose. It's really subtle, but this isn't like a super glamorous look. So if it was an intense highlighter, I feel like it wouldn't go too well. All right, so inner corner. For that, I'm gonna take Kat Von D's Thunderstruck, literally the best inner highlight on the face of this planet. If you don't have it, I highly recommend it. So I'm just gonna pop in there. Now that that's on, it's really just lips and mascara. For lips, I'm gonna take my Ultra Blotted Lip in Love Bite, and this is from the Eva G collection with ColourPop. It's a really pretty, like, just your lips a better color. Which, as pretty as this is by itself, my lips are dry and cracking right now, so I need to put a gloss over it. But by itself, if I wasn't sick, I would leave it just like this. It's gorgeous. Alright, so I'm just gonna take Glossier's lip gloss. I really thought it had a cute name. Everything else is a cute name. Why doesn't it have a cute name? I don't want to get the applicator full of the lipstick, so I'm going to put it on my finger. And that's just a really nourishing lip gloss. I have absolutely no idea what's in here. I've never looked because it's Glossier and I trust them. Every time I put it on, I feel like I'm putting chapstick on, but it's like a really pretty chapstick. So I know it's gonna do a lot for my cracking. I'm gonna spare you the details, but it's not cute. So for mascara, I combined two. It's the, I think it says Deuce, G-O-U-C-C-E. That's Deuce, this. I got it in my Ipsy bag. I don't love it by itself, so I top it with Thrive Cosmetics mascara. I found out about this from Ali G, Ali Glines on YouTube, and she's constantly reviewing products, and the brand's really sweet. They're into charity, and for every piece of makeup that you buy, a piece gets donated to help women thrive. I'm not sure what the logistics of that mean, but Ali was saying that is something to do with cancer and helping them feel better while they're dealing with everything, which I think is amazing. My mom had cancer, so it's a cause very close to my heart. So I'm gonna go combine these two and I'll be right back. I'm not done obviously, but just I wanted to show you the difference between this eye and this eye. Like, look at that. That's amazing. All right guys, this is the finished look. I popped mascara on this eye, ran some oil through my hair, and yeah. So hope you guys liked hanging out with me. Let me know if you have any questions. Everything will be listed down below though. And have an awesome rest of your day, guys. Bye.